Where has the racing mower been? So this video, we're gonna be getting the racing mower out after sitting for several months. Here it is, behind a bunch of gas cans, oil, and other bullcrap. I've spent all morning cleaning up the garage, but now I wanna get this thing out and start it up. I know many of you guys that are subscribed to me are here because you want to see the racing mower and the off-road mower, which the off-road mower is right here. There's been a lot of videos on that kind of recently in the past couple months, but I've only made one video on this racing mower not that long ago. And you're probably wondering, why is it sitting here? Why am I not doing anything with it? And why don't I actually take it racing? Well, there's quite a few reasons for this thing sitting a while. Number one, I got it ready for the Mini Mayhem event back in October of 2024. I took it out there. It did okay, not really the greatest. I ran on the drag strip like a couple of times. You know, everything out there kind of smoked it. I was driving around the main camp area and all of a sudden it died. It just would not start back up, and I had to pull start the thing every time, which was not very fun. I believe that the fuel pump on the carburetor is going out, so it's going to need an inline fuel pump or some other kind of pulse pump mechanism. And ever since the Mini Mayhem event, it has been sitting since. The oil seal on the crankshaft is leaking. The brake seal and the transmission is also leaking. And to be honest, I don't know how this transmission is still holding up in this thing. As fast as this thing is spinning, as hard as I've been shifting this thing, the diff is still open in it. I got about 10 or 12 ounces of 75/90 like synthetic differential fluid and about 4 ounces or so of like 0W20 oil to kind of thin out that fluid a little bit. Just because of the high speed application, but I still wanted the gear oil to provide all the cushion and stuff in the gears. Because everything in that transmission rides on bushings and a film of oil. The only bearings in that transmission are the needle bearings. So that's another reason I just feel like the transmission is not going to last too much longer in it. And to be honest, I would like to find another multiple gear transmission in it, maybe like 4 or 5 or 6 speed or something like that. Something that would hold up a lot better. Because I still like this opposed twin. I mean, the twin just sounds awesome. I did a lot of work on the exhaust and stuff like that. I'm sure a lot of you have seen the videos on that. And the steering on the thing, it still has the first generation steering on it, and I have modified the living crap out of that steering in the very beginning. If you watched the very, very early videos of the racing mower when I was building this thing, back when it had the single cylinder OHV Briggs on it. I've done everything I could on that thing, and the steering is just still like this, and it's the most sketchiest thing ever. And my welds on the front, you know, like they're just not that good at all. So I really would like a complete custom steering setup on the thing. That would just make everything feel so much better because it just feels super squirmy at high speeds. The most I ever got out of this thing is 51 miles an hour with the single cylinder on it. I haven't really done a top speed run with the opposed twin. But if I were to guess, it would probably hit about the same speed, maybe a little bit more. It's geared for 55 miles an hour, which is just absolutely ridiculous because one spin of the engine is 2.5 spins of the transaxle input pulley. So you do like 4,000 RPMs, like times 2.5, that's spinning pretty much at 10,000 RPMs in that transmission input pulley. I don't know how it's holding up. Tecumseh might make some crappy go-kart motors, but they can build a dang solid transaxle, I can tell you that. The brakes on it work semi-okay. It's not gonna lock up the tire, but it will slow you down, but it's only stopping one wheel though. And the front right tire keeps going flat, which is kind of bullcrap because it's new tires, so I'm guessing it's a leaking in the tube or something, which I didn't run over anything crazy, so I just don't know why that is, but whatever. And also, I've just been busy with other stuff. There's been many other projects come in, and I've also been kind of driving the off-road lawnmower around more. It's just more practical, and it's kind of the first thing that I go to. But yeah, we'll someday we will do some more work to the racing mower, but right now I just want to get it out, get it started, and do kind of more of a good old cold start, old start sort of thing, because I know a lot of you guys like the racing mower videos, and I can make some YouTube shorts because most of the YouTube shorts I'm making on this racing mower is getting quite a bit amount of views. So now the moment of truth, we're going to get everything out of the way, get the racing mower out so that way we can work on it and get it started. This is what I mean. The valve stem goes back in the wheel. So most importantly, let's check this oil first. Yeah. Almost all the oil is leaked out of this thing. But luckily, we got some SAE 30. Holy crap, after adding half a quart, it's barely touching the dipstick. All right then, let's just add some of this. Okay, halfway up. That's acceptable. Let's check the fuel. Smells like old gas. Let's get this government gas can bullcrap. Transmission fluid. I'm assuming is good. It does need to be changed, but it's not leaking anywhere besides that seal, so we got about that much fluid in it. I just already know this is gonna have to come off. Doesn't want to idle. I've also got a lot of comments from people in my other shorts and videos that I've made that you don't want these opposed twins to idle too low, because before it was like do-do-do-do-do, and people say if you do that, then the top rod bearing or something like that does not get oil properly, and they recommend turn up the idle. And I'm going to turn up the idle anyway, just so this thing will stay running in the meantime. Also, I just rigged up some new filming equipment. There we go. Now we can get some professional POV shots. I have no brakes. that's the problem. When I was running this thing down the road, it didn't really seem like there was a belt slippage problem. I'm sure there probably is a little bit. It is a 5/8 belt on the engine going to the jack shaft. It's a 4-inch pulley on the engine. I used to have a front half of a 40 series torque converter, but I took it off because it was like a stall converter and it just didn't act right. And it didn't want to release when I hit the clutch to shift it. And it's a 3.5-inch pulley, I believe, on the bottom of the jack shaft. This is an 8-inch pulley on the top of the jack shaft. And going to the transaxles, obviously a little 1/2-inch belt. And I believe this is a 3.5-inch pulley going to the transaxle. I'm surprised the needle bearings in that thing are lasting this long, to be completely honest with you guys. But yeah, on the last run, when I was filming a YouTube short, the brakes went out. Well, not totally, but they're really faded, so not really fully sure what's going on with that. But overall, it did pretty decent. The carburetor issue at idling is a little bit of a problem, but other than that, it's been doing pretty good. I'm gonna try to get a little more footage of running it, so that way it won't be completely boring. And the transmission, if you're wondering, it's warm, but it's not like scalding hot, but it does have some warmth to it. And I think I know why my brakes went out, because, well, only half of the band is engaged in the drum because of this complex mechanism that I rigged up. Oh, and also, that right there is bent. So that's probably another reason. All right, so I brought it out here to wash it, and when I took the plug out of the carburetor, it looked like some old yellowish gases coming out of there. But I'm gonna get this brake cleaner, kind of spray out the jets, and hopefully this idling problem will be solved. About it for the racing mower. No, we didn't really do anything to it. It was more of a cold start, old start, like I said. But we will do some more stuff to it in the future. I am going to do a top speed run to verify it will get up to 50 miles an hour. My brother's out there weeding, how convenient. But yes, it will get up to 50 miles an hour. I will verify that in the future video that we will do this top speed run. So if you like this video, if you did, you guys know what to do. If you didn't like the video, thumbs down twice. You get the idea. And you guys will see me in the next one.